Hi, my name is Matt. I'm the creator of My Weekly Adventures. And the point of My Weekly Adventures is to help motivate you and inspire you to go out and make memories with your kids. You see, I'm a father of 3, and I have 2 girls and a boy, ranging in ages from 6 to 10. And like a lot of you, I work a lot. I spend a lot of time focused on the thing that I'm supposed to be focused on, 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Over the last 4 years, I've been building a company. And while building a company is really tough and challenging and motivating in a lot of ways, it takes a lot of time. And so I don't compartmentalize work and home very well. And so I just tend to work a lot because I feel the pressure of that to provide for my family. But the challenge is that what I've become known for is the guy that always has his computer open. And with 3 kids, they don't want to hear that. And what I've found is that they just want my attention. It doesn't matter what it is, they just want my attention. And so as I started thinking about why I don't spend more time doing that, I thought about the couple of excuses that probably a lot of us make, and I bucketed them into a few categories. So the first excuse might be you don't have any ideas. This is kind of like when we think about cooking at our house. We would love to eat great food, but we don't ever know what to cook, so we just don't. When you don't have great ideas to do with your kids, a lot of times you're kind of stuck going, well, I don't know what to do. Alright, so the second excuse is maybe you just don't think you have any time. But the reality is we all have the same amount of time. There's 24 hours in a day, and it's just a matter of how we choose to spend it. I once had somebody tell me that with a kid, they have lots of different interests and they change over time, but if you understand what interests that kid and you take at least 5 minutes to find a book, a video, an interesting fact, anything that you can give to that kid will mean more than anything in the world to them, just because you showed that you were interested in what they were interested in, and the fact that you took the time. And so we're going to show you a lot of things that can take 5, 10, 15 minutes to do, all the way to they could take hours or weeks to do. And we're going to give you a wide range of those things because the reality is experiences take a wide range of time. Now the next excuse might be you don't have any money. If you think back to the memories when you were a kid, very few of them probably had to do with having money. Some of them might have had to do with not having money, but the reality is that money shouldn't be an inhibitor to going out and doing things with your kids. There's lots of free things you can do. There's parks, there's outside things you can do with them. Most everybody has games in their house, swimming in a pool. A lot of these things are free. Now again, we're going to explore a lot of different things, from free things to expensive things and everything in between, because we want to give you a lot of different ideas, and some of those may be cost prohibitive, but we're going to give you our perspective on that activity. We're going to show you how much fun we had with it, whether it was fun or not, the money involved with it, so that you know, hey, that looks like a great time, but I can't afford it, or I can't afford it, or I want to save for it. And so money shouldn't be a prohibitor. It just may take you longer to get there. So we're going to give you a wide range of those ideas too. Now the last excuse is one that 5 years ago I probably wouldn't have known anything about. Over the last few years I've gotten to know more and more, which is just being out of shape. I've worked a lot over the last few years, as I mentioned. And so coming with that and stress and no sleep and all these different things, and plus I'm going to be 40 this year, just comes with I'm not as in shape as I was 15, 20 years ago. The reality is that it not only affects me the way I think about myself, but it affects my perception of what I can do with my kids, because honestly things are just harder when you put on 20, 30 pounds. So one of the things that I found that's going to be motivating to me going forward is getting in shape, not for my personal perception or my vanity, but getting in shape, functional shape, so that I can do things with my kids. I have very athletic, energetic kids. They want me to keep up, and so I need to be able to do that. So the whole point of My Weekly Adventures is that we're going to give you a ton of different ideas, from the cheap to the expensive, to time-consuming, to really short amounts of time, to being in shape, to fitness doesn't matter. The whole point being that you shouldn't have these excuses in making experiences and enjoying your kids while they're here, because before you know it, they're going to be gone. Now what you're going to see in My Weekly Adventures is a ton of different things of me and my family going out and experiencing things. We've got a ton of backlog of video already that's going to be coming up. It could be anything from us getting outdoors. We live in the Great Northwest here in Portland, Oregon. So it could be location specific of hiking at the coast or the mountains or skiing or snowboarding, to being on a houseboat, to all sorts of different things outside that are specific to us. But a lot of those things will translate to your environment, your neck of the woods. They're just going to be different, which they should be. Everybody should have different experiences. We're also going to show you a ton of stuff that can happen indoors. Whether it be making a fort, that's one of my favorite memories as a kid, or collecting things like pop figures or mystery minis or all these things that your kids are watching on YouTube today and they're obsessed with today. My kids want to make those videos because to them that's exciting and that's interesting. So one of the things that we're bonding through and creating is just creating content together. Now kids, if you're watching one of these videos and you see something that you're like, hey, I wish I could do that with my parents, send the video to your parents. Help let them see it because you're probably spending more time on YouTube than they are. So memories are made out of spending time and experiences with things. It's not have anything to do with spending money or material things that we get hung up on as adults a lot of times. And so what we want to inspire you to do is get out and do those things. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channel below, or you can go over to our blog and sign up for an email subscription in which we'll send you an email every time we put up new content. But the whole point is that we want to inspire you to get out and do fun stuff, cool stuff, and make memories with your kids. We'll be creating a lot of content. We've already got a lot of stuff in backlog that we need to get up there already. But we're excited about this experience and this journey. And every week we'll be putting up challenges. We will do something in our videos. We'll challenge you to do the same thing with your kids. Take a short video of it and repost it as a reply. And every week we will pick the one that we like the best and recognize it in our next week's video. And so with that, we're going to give you just a glimpse of what's to come with My Weekly Adventures.